Hi again folks, how's all doing? I thought some sort of update video was well overdue. Layout wise, I've not done much at all. I've just been busy with all sorts of things. One thing I did manage to do to the layout is replace the point motor on point number 3. Now you may remember a wee while ago I reported that the wee rod that connects the motor to the point had dropped, slipped out of position. Taking a ballasted point out to replace the motor is not an easy operation, so I thought I would video it. So here we go, this is me taking the point out and replacing the motor. So the join here has got droppers on it, so I'm not going to try removing those fish plates. The fish plates on these joints, I'm going to try and remove them. To do that, I like to try to push them. Sometimes they'll just slide out the way, but if they've been there for a wee while and the track's been ballasted, etc., you invariably end up having to do this, just using a pair of track cutters to cut through, which can be a little bit destructive, as you can see there, but nothing that can't be sorted. So cut through those fish plates, and then I'm soaking the ballast with water. And then I'm going around it with a scalpel, just to make it easier to lift without lifting up too much of the adjoining scenery. And I'll just use a chisel underneath just to lift the point up. Just wiggling it out so as not to damage the fish plates with the droppers. And there is the point with the motor. Just straightening up the little tabs that hold the motor onto the point. And then it just comes out. You can see the sleepers are loose there on the point. I'll explain why in a moment. So there's the point motor, and you can see that rod is loose. It moves up and down. So just remove what's left of the fish plates, and then you need to scrape away all the ballast that's stuck onto the baseboard. Just hoover up all the loose material. I'm just going to cut the wires. And I've decided to replace the motor altogether rather than try and sort it. So I'm using a Hornby point motor. So I'm just attaching the point motor to the point, just fitting the little tabs through the little holes in the sleepers and fitting that rod through the hole. It can be a bit fiddly. And once you've got it in position, turn those little tabs just to secure the motor to the point. So now I'm going to splice the wires onto the wires that are already there. I'm just going to use a connector to do that rather than soldering and taping, etc. Just quicker and easier to do it this way. Also means if you want to remove the point again, it's nice and easy to do. Just testing the point there, seems to work fine. A bit of tape underneath the point. This just helps when you come to do the ballasting. It stops the ballasting from falling down into the motor pit that I've got cut there in the polystyrene. I've had to cut the hole in the polystyrene a wee bit bigger just to make it easier to manoeuvre the point in, because when I originally put it in, I just put the point in flat, but because I'm having to put it at an angle to join onto the fish plates on the track that's already laid, I need a wee bit more wriggle room. So that's it joined at that end. Okay, just testing to make sure it works okay. Now what I'm doing here is I'm cutting the chairs on the track. It just allows the fish plates to slide underneath the track, and makes it easier to join them up. So just make sure those chairs are cut away. so there's nothing obstructing the fish plates when I put them in. So I'm fitting a fish plate onto the adjacent track here. I want to push it all the way in. Right on. And do that for each join. So this is why I removed the chairs. You can see I'm pushing the fish plate all the way on. So now I can get the point into position, and then it's just a case of pulling the fish plates back over the join. It can be a wee bit of a fiddle. There you go, that's that one joined up. Sometimes just levering them with a flat bladed screwdriver is a good idea. And there we go, that's it all joined up. So now I'm adding the ballast. Set the point kind of centrally, and then just gently brush in the ballast into the track. So that's the ballast laid. So now I'm spraying it with water, ready to add some watered down PVA. Just scoosh that all over. Just checking that the point moves okay. Now I'm just adding in a little bit of greenery to replace a little bit that was lost during the removal process, and a bit more PVA to set that. Once that's dry, you can go over it with a little screwdriver or something just to pick out any rogue bits of ballast. Give it another little hoover. Check that it works okay. And then I'm just going over re-weathering the point, because the water used in the process does tend to remove the paint a bit, because it's just acrylic paints I use, so they're water based. So go over it again, re-weather it, give everything a rub down with the track rubber, and another little hoover. Just making sure the contacts are clean, and then testing that it works okay. And there we go, that's the job done. I need to do the same thing for these 2 points here, which I've been meaning to do for a long time, but we'll get to that soon. I was at the Lothians Exhibition earlier this month at Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh. I have to say, it's probably the worst venue I've been to for an exhibition. There just simply wasn't enough space, which was a bit of a shame. So there wasn't an awful lot to see. I did buy some cars. I got a classic Ford Capri, a Land Rover, and the Mazda MX-5 you've seen Bobby the barmaid with at the Gnome's Legs. I also bought a rake of 4 Bachmann Bogie bolster wagons that were going for a very good price. I've been after a rake of Bogie bolsters for a long time, but they always seem to be a ridiculous price. So when I saw these ones going for what appeared to be half the usual price, I grabbed them. I've made some log loads for them using dowels snipped to varying lengths and dry brush brown paint on them. I've glued them together with PVA, and they're chained onto the wagons with some very fine copper chain. I've got so much to do to the layout, I really don't know where to start. I've got houses to build, I've got road markings to add, signals, backdrops, trees, bushes, fences, walls, more trees. I've got the shuttle unit to replace, and of course there's still 2 points that need replaced and the sidings there. So I need to have a think and prioritise what needs done and work to some sort of schedule, because at the moment it's a case of, doing things whenever I can and when I'm in the mood to do them. And I know from experience that usually leads to things not getting done at all. So yeah, I need to get myself organised and get some kind of plan of action together. Also, very soon I'll be clearing out my studio room, and that's going to mean halting repairs for a bit. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I really do need to get that done because I'm working in a right mess at the moment, and I hate working in a mess. So I need to get that room sorted out and get myself organised and get a new workstation built, and it'll make doing the repairs a little bit easier, and I won't lose so many things. I'm forever losing tools and bits and pieces, so yeah, I'll need to get all that sorted very soon. How did I ever have a full-time job? I do not know. All right, folks. Okay, I'm going to leave you with my Bogie bolsters, and I'll catch you later.